Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Boozer here. Today's video, we're just going to go over my most recent plat push. You guys will notice that my green screen zoom background remover is gone today. I just want to leave it on normally just because I am able to do this video at home without anybody here, so it's totally fine. It's not too messy in the back, so hopefully it's not a big problem, but I'll probably go back to the green screen or the background remover whenever I have people around. But for now, we'll leave the background remover off. Anyways, I'm doing the plat push today for April 30th. Yeah, 9 minutes left on reset. Pretty tight. Was busy up until this point, so let's get right into it. So showing my defense here, Harma lead. It has a resistance aura. My champs have some resistance, but it's not going to be enough for like any really strong to fight off any strong offense. So I probably should put Ultimate Death Knight in the leader spot. I was thinking about using Mighty Uko as well instead of Ultimate Death Knight. I don't know which is more annoying. So we'll probably play around with it a little bit. I think Ultimate Death Knight is pretty damn annoying. So right now it's doing okay. It has been doing okay the past couple weeks, so I just kind of leave it like this. So off we go. Battle log, no defense hits in the last 30 minutes. So we got 10 minutes to go. I'm set up right outside of platinum, and we're off with less than 9 minutes to go. So picking a speed fight here. As long as Cardinal is locked out, this is a very safe fight. So no issues here. Just slamming through. Boom, boom, and done. Okay, next 17-second farm, sneaks into platinum. Moving on, take my chances against the speed team here. Generally I win probably like 19 out of 20 fights. So going in, boom, lockout, and 6-second farm. A little bit of points. Not gonna bother doing the big point fights because obviously those are going to take a long time and I might have a good chance of losing. So I'm sticking to fights that I know I can win. Taking a look at that Arbiter, +1 Arbiter. Trying to go up against this one. We have Leoris, but we know we're going to lock them out right away. And Leoris can't... I haven't been one-shot by Leoris yet through Necrit's Bolster and Allied Protection. So that's why I feel pretty good about going into Leoris. Ultimate Death Knight just adds a little bit of time, maybe 30 seconds, but it's a pretty safe fight since the Duchess is locked out. And it's a matter of time now until Ethos gets the attacks back. I do have counterattack accessories on Ethos. It makes a big difference actually because his A1 actually does quite a bit of damage. So if he gets connected with some hits, then he will snap back and probably kill some squishier champions with his A1. I'm looking at the Baron team and it looks pretty juicy right now. I don't know if I hit it. Same kind of idea, just hoping that we outspeed the Arbiter. We do, luckily. This was a toss-up, I'm not sure. But it's actually funny because I've beaten teams where I've lost a speed race, got locked out, and Ethos's A1 just was able to win the fight. So, okay, so similar idea here. We're going up against Leoris again. So it's third Leoris in this first set. Locked out. Nobody dies. So obviously the Krisk shield was pretty powerful there. Alright, so the unkillable is off. And counterattack, see that? Kills the Oris right away, no threats, and Duchess, only one remaining. And 23-second farm. Alright, so we're creeping up a little bit here. I should have probably hit that Baron team, I don't know if I did. Yeah, we're up in the top 200s right now. Definitely really high. You see the teams now after a refresh are quite difficult. This speed team I probably wouldn't want to challenge because I probably end up losing. I'm looking around. We got under 6 minutes to go. Still looking around, looking at that Rhodos, having some thoughts. I think I probably should have hit it. Looking around, seeing a lot of Marichka, a lot of Terrace. We got a 10x Marichka, 10x Terrace coming up in the next couple of days. So yeah, good luck with that. But we'll definitely be seeing a lot more of those champions in Arena, which is a little bit sucky. Looking around. Uko is a little bit of RNG. We still got about 5 minutes left, so we spent about 50 seconds looking for fights. Still no hits on our defense yet. Looking around. Parma, Rhodos, like, it's just like, this Mortu one I probably should have hit maybe 2. It does have a Warlord there. Looking for super safe fights. That Jackable, maybe hit that one. Refresh again. Yeah, that Stultus one. This Rotos one seems doable. So I go right into it. That's why I'm going to take my brand new secret toy. My Turvold. My brand new secret Turvold. Yeah, I actually have a Turvold. I went for the 80 Void Shard guarantee way back in the day. And then I believe I pulled an extra one. So I have 2. But I've never used him. And then only recently I needed maybe like a secondary attacker just to deal with Ultimate Death Knight, deal with Marichka, deal with Terrace, like so just an extra damage dealer. And yeah, so I geared him out. This is obviously the first experience he has in Plat. I've used them for Faction Wars, and I've used them for, you know, a couple Gold 5 fights just to see. It's actually super fun to play with him. He's actually a very fun champion. And yeah, it makes you wonder why he wasn't used a bit more in the past. But he does have a big drawback in that he's super squishy. He has no built-in survivability, so he does need to be babysat a little bit, which makes him not the best for like live arena play. That's just a really bad hit. I should have just killed the Necrit there, so that was my bad. Yeah, that was my bad. But yeah, so he needs to be babysat a bit. So he needs a Necrit, or he needs some other way to protect him, and then he needs a bunch of buffs. Necrit is the perfect companion for him, but in this case I chose to take Ultimate Death Knight, which is a better choice against Rhodos. You can see here, this Ultimate Death Knight is literally keeping our 2 DPS champions alive. And the weak hits from Rhodos is really making a difference here. So down she goes. So now it's gonna be hack and slash time for Turvold. 2 minutes into the fight already. Nice, Rhodos doing the business, and this Rhodos getting the business. There he goes, 2 minutes, still fine. 520 hero power, so we'll take it. There's about 2 minutes left in the reset. Looks like we got hit once. Seeing some big names here. Mad, ET, just saw Auth. Yeah, IPR's up here. And we're in the top 200s right now. Definitely probably looking pretty juicy for some of these guys. We should be able to outspeed him, lock him out, and then blast away. So, boom. Okay. Barely goes through the shields. You see the A1 counterattack? Just chunking life off, so it's pretty good. And another counterattack. Okay, going back to AoE. Boom, Yumiko's down. Yumiko's kind of like the really big threat, I think, here. Because we can survive the Baron hits, Baron A1s. So but if Yumiko somehow is like fast enough to get a turn to get the lockout, it would really jeopardize the run, I think. Yeah, like that. For example, the Duchess was fast enough to get the revive back. Okay, 1 minute fight. Pretty tanky team, big shields. Okay, and the counterattack. Oh, had the attack down, otherwise probably would have died. Attack down such a big deal on your nuker for sure. And we got the job done. With 19 seconds left, we are fumbling around now. Only one hit so far got registered against us. I think our total points was like somewhere in, I forgot what it was, 42 40s, and I think we just got hit registered. Yeah, this 4 second got registered at the end. Feels kind of bad, so that took us down another 10 points. But yeah, that's it. I think we're, obviously at this stage, I feel pretty confident that we made it. It just depends on our placement. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. All right, so I'm gonna show a defense log again. So one did register kind of late. One loss did register late. And defense again. Show you guys my attack log. So you see lots of hits here. I actually registered quite a bit of fights this time. So you see like 4 wins, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 wins basically in the last 10 minutes. So really, really fast fights. Obviously, some of these fights are not like, top platinum players. Okay, there it is. Made it into plat. Let's see what chest we got. Yep. There it is, 262. So we did drop it quite a bit. So with the that late loss there, registering dropped us from the top 200 out of the top 200. But honestly, it's totally fine. If I stayed in the top 200, my best finish was 175th. So if I placed like 150th, it would have been like a personal best, but you don't get additional rewards or anything like that for placing in that range. The gear, not so good. I think I kept one piece, which is expected. And the void shard is really good. So really happy with that. Feel really good about this reset. I want to play a little bit more with Turvold. Just got to find matchups where he's going to excel and just let him loose. He's a really fun champion. I think I go over the champions real quick here so you guys can just have a quick look at some of the champions I was using. Obviously, I've done showcases in the past on my roster. So you see my big bad turbo here, kind of slow. It's got 300 crit damage. I actually got a 5-star blessing by accident, like just from a random single shard, and it's just been sitting there the whole time. So finally got a chance to use him, so it's super fun. My neck crit, my rage-inducing neck crit with the free-to-play bolster set. So there he is. Super lucky with the bolster set. So that's it. Arbiter, just speed arbiter. Ethos, in my best nuking gear. Standard masteries for a nuker. Warlord, my best debuffing and speed gear. Fast, he has a lot of accuracy. It's gonna lock you out. That's my Turvold. Here's my Rotos. He's fast. He's got good damage. He's 4-star ascended. Okay, and then we got Ultimate Death Knight. Slow, high HP. Just super annoying. Try to make him as annoying as possible. Got sheep on him. This is my fast Duchess, so use him for offense. 100k with 283 and some resistance for PvE content. Here's my slow Duchess. Slow, much higher HP. Still has random resistance. And my Harma in DPS gear. She's kind of slow. Got some DPS. And yeah, there you go. That's going to be the whole shebang. Hopefully you guys had a good reset if you guys are going for it. I don't know like how much high level like platinum like theory crafting and all that stuff that I can do. Like I like to participate like playing in terms of theory crafting. I haven't been doing much just because this raid game, as you guys might know, it's not the best at encouraging you to experiment, obviously. costs silver, costs energy, costs time, and you have no idea. And the mechanics are all fuzzy, and it's just not a very good thing. So for me, it's like I don't want a 6-star champion and then have it do nothing for me, and I don't want to fully book it and all that stuff. Invest heavily into it. So it is something that I want to do a bit more, obviously, since I'm making more videos and try more things. But I'm still personally, I'm still getting used to platinum right now, and I will probably try some more different strategies in the future. So I know these videos are kind of like, oh, the same thing, and then either I make it or not, and then my placements are kind of the same without really much change. So it's just farming platinum right now for me, which is good. It's a good place to be for sure. But obviously the meta will change as soon as new champions come and people start acquiring more Terrace Marichka. So, you know, it is what it is. If you guys like the content, make sure you guys give me a like. Let me know what you guys don't like or like in the comments below. Also, a subscribe would be really helpful. We're getting close to YouTube monetization, which is super cool. That's kind of like a big validation for you know, all the work that I'm putting out. And you know, I love the comments, like, and I take any kind of feedback or criticism to heart, and I definitely will try my best to implement any kind of positive change. And let me know what you guys want to see. Like right now, I'm just doing videos on what I'm doing in game. So let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more news, you guys want to see more about my builds. Yeah, if you guys don't want to see my face, you guys want to see my face. Anyways, I'm rambling a little bit, but have a great day. Have a great start to your week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.